welcome back to Green Eyed Starlet. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Brandy and I'm working to live a life worth living through art, movement, and exploration. So as of yesterday, Ben and I have been social distancing and self-quarantining for an entire month, and hearing those words come out of my mouth just sounds absolutely crazy. Like, just yesterday was literally the first time I've left my apartment at all in over 9 days. And for me, that's really weird because before all this was happening, I was used to leaving my house, 2-3 times a day or staying out of the house all day. So it's been different, it's been weird, but this is our current reality, I guess. And overall, I think I've been doing okay with everything, but times are hard, and some days are really, really bad, and other days are actually kind of nice. It's just this ebb and flow of ups and downs, and really just trying to stay sane, or as sane as we possibly can, through all of it. This video was actually inspired by a post that I saw on Facebook, which I think is really interesting because I used to get a lot of my video ideas from going out into the world and like people watching or talking to my friends, so this kind of felt like my quarantine version of that. But basically the post on Facebook was asking for ways that people were trying to stay positive during all this crazy time. So I figured I would compile a list of all the things that I have been doing lately to stay sane in all of this madness, partly because I wanted to create a list for you guys that maybe you could find something that you resonate with or something that will help you through all of this, something you would like to try for yourself, but also partly because I wanted to make a list for myself to turn to or reference anytime I start to feel like the walls are caving in on me. So that being said, here are 10 things that I've been doing to stay sane, or mostly sane, during quarantine. Number 1, keeping somewhat of a schedule, and more importantly, to-do lists. So if you know me in any capacity, you know that I love to-do lists. I like to-do list upon to-do list, somewhat to a fault, but that's another conversation for another day. But to-do lists and keeping somewhat of a schedule has really been helping me through all of this, especially things like my videos that I've been posting and my yoga live classes that I've been doing have not only helped me understand what day it is, because I have to keep track, as I'm doing my classes, as I'm filming and uploading these videos, but also it really gives me something to look forward to. And the to-do list, even if they're the littlest things like make your bed and stuff like that, crossing those things off your list kind of make you feel productive, make you feel like you've done something with your day. So I've been trying to do little things like around the house. We just moved into this apartment, so there are a lot of little things to still be done, but also things like creating, even if that is creating a TikTok or creating a YouTube video or a yoga live class or a yoga video, stuff like that. I've just trying to been creating as much as possible and having somewhat of a to-do list and a structure to my days and to my week. Number 2, making sure I don't start my day off with my phone. Now, I've talked about this in previous videos about like how not to get stressed out during all of this time, but regardless of what's going on in the world, I really feel like it's a very important thing to not start off your day by first picking up your phone the second you wake up and checking notifications and all of that. So I really have implemented things like yoga and meditation into my morning routine, and that have helped me start my day off more for me and less for other people and less for what's going on in the world. It kind of lets me check in with myself first. Another thing I do in my morning routine is actually the third thing on my list of ways that I've been staying sane through all of this, and that is journaling. So I journal first thing in the morning. Like, I wake up, I go use the restroom, I feed the cat, and I just start journaling. That is like the first thing I try to do every single morning. Even if I don't get to my meditation or my yoga, I really try to journal every morning. And so I keep my journal right next to my bed, and I generally just try to do a page, just one singular page of my journal. It takes me about 10 to 20 minutes depending on what's going on in my brain, how fast I'm thinking, and all of that kind of stuff. It kind of gets my thoughts out, even ones that I don't want to share with like Ben or my mom or my friends and stuff like that. It's just things that I can write out, knowing that I won't be judged for them, knowing that, it's a safe place for me to write them down. Not saying that my friends and my family and Ben are not safe places to express myself, but it just feels nice being able to talk to myself in that regard. And in a lot of ways, I kind of like keeping this log for my kids, for myself, and anything like that. And I've also really been trying, and I know a lot of people probably have told you this if you're trying to figure out how to stay more positive in this, and that is finding things to be grateful for. So I really try to write between 1 and 5 things that I'm grateful for in every journal entry. I kind of write them into the whole page itself, and I do a lot of stream of consciousness writing, so just basically anything that I'm thinking comes out onto the page. And that kind of helps quiet the noise of my mind. If you guys know me also, you know that my mind is a lot. So it's really important for me to get a lot of those words out of my mind and onto a piece of paper so I can clear up space for more important things. Number 4, trying to get some exercise and nutrition. Now, the nutritional side of this I am really bad about. I get into the habit where I'm on my computer, I just fall into this hole and I don't eat or drink anything unless it's right in front of me. So Ben has actually been a big help in this, making sure that I am, you know, getting up to get water and going and getting food, making sure I'm getting 3 meals a day. I just get into holes where I'm so focused on whatever I am doing that I don't even think about food, and I'm not even concerned about it. And one that is really important for me, and I know the difference, I can tell the difference in my body, is when I don't drink water. So whenever my body gets dehydrated, that is a big shift in my mood, my physicality, my everything basically. So I've been really trying to push myself to remember to stay hydrated and, you know, fueled with food. But another thing is getting some exercise in. Now, I've been teaching 3 yoga classes a week, but I really have been trying as much as I can to get in little pockets of exercise in every day. That hasn't always worked out, but I think it is a big preventative care to falling into those negative self-talk holes or those just negative mindsets in general. And also, moving your body has been proven time and time again to actually boost your mood, boost your mental capacity, and all of those things. So having a even so small as going out for a walk kind of schedule or routine of exercise will help a lot, especially for me, in keeping that positive mentality and keeping that drive to keep going. Number 5, listening to my body and being kind to it. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the best relationship being able to listen to my body. I've cultivated this relationship that I have with my body over many years now, and I still have a long way to go. But like the last 2 days specifically, I have just all of a sudden felt like I wanted to take a nap around that 4 or 5 o'clock time period. I have no clue why. It's just like I start to feel down, and it just feels like I want to curl up in bed and take a nap. I even feel tired at that point, which I don't know what it is, but I've been trying to be more kind to my body, because in the past I would have been like, no, we're not taking a nap, there's so much to do. I would have probably pushed through that a little bit more, but I've really been trying to listen to my body lately, listen to my mind. And if I do, you know, want to go and curl up and take a nap, I generally take between an hour and an hour and 30-minute nap, so it's not too long. Just listening to my body, you know, not being super harsh on it. If my body is telling me, hey, can we go lay down? I've been trying to listen to it and lay down, because if I don't, I found that that's when I start to slip further and further into a little bit of a hole, because I'm not listening to my body, I'm not listening to my mind. It's telling me like, hey, we could use a little help here, and I'm just pushing through that. So I've been really trying to stop, take a moment, listen, see what's going on here, feel out like, okay, what in this moment would feel the best to me? What in this moment sounds the best to me? And try to do that for my body. Number 6, spending time with Ben and our cat Heath. So for me, I am so incredibly grateful that I am not quarantining completely by myself. And I know there are a few of you guys out there who are quarantining by yourself, and I feel for you. I do understand how grateful I am to have someone there, even just having my cat there, because he is honestly a big relief to my mental capacity. I see him and I go, hey, I can hang out with you. I need to, you know, keep you happy, keep you fed and stuff like that. It kind of motivates me to get up and do things as well. But, you know, spending time with Ben, watching Netflix movies, we've kind of compiled a list of things that we want to watch, movies and shows that we want to watch, and we've been kind of tackling that as we go. It's just been really nice to take a break and do things and hang out with him. And that's kind of been something that I've been turning to more when I'm getting super stressed out, whether that be with something that I'm doing or the world around me. It's kind of just nice nice to turn to him and be like, let's do something. He's really helped to pull me out of a few holes here and really helped to like physically do certain things for me that I just could not have the capacity to do at that moment. So I'm really appreciative of him. I like to think that I've been there for him in the same capacity. So I definitely encourage you to rely on other people in certain circumstances here. You know, take that moment, text your friend, you know, have a movie night with your roommate, whatever it may be. Don't feel like you have to do this all alone. So number 7 is Animal Crossing. I am a big lover of escapism, escaping into worlds of movies and television and books and music and stuff like that. So video games for me, or Animal Crossing more specifically, it's been really fun and a great distractor when I do feel myself slipping. Now is the biggest time to give yourself breaks. You know, we don't have to just keep drilling into ourselves and being like, hey, you gotta keep going, you gotta keep going, which is a lot of the mindset that I'm used to because, let's face it, I'm a workaholic. I totally am. So I'm used to, you know, going until I have a little bit of a breaking point and then taking some self-care and then going again. This is absolutely not the time for that. If you start to feel like you're draining, if you're depleting or anything like that, feel free to take that break. That is something that I'm still learning from, still trying to get into the habit of. This will be here in 10-20 minutes, you know, let's go play a video game, let's go read for 20 minutes, let's go watch an episode of TV or something like that. It is a great moment to do something like that. Number 8, looking towards the future. I've really been thinking and reflecting on it, and I kind of want to make a video about this in the future, but I've really been thinking and reflecting on the current state of myself, not the world, but myself. I know that we won't be here forever. I do know that things will change and things will go back to normal, but what is normal and what normal am I running back to? Stuff like that is stuff that I'm reflecting on. April was supposed to be like this crazy cool month for me, and now we're all here, and that's fine. I know a lot of the stuff will be able to happen again in the future, but right now it's just not possible. So I've been looking to the future and kind of, you know, planting the seeds of stuff that could happen in the future, trips I want to take, things I want to do. And like I said, I want to talk about this in another video, but I think being stuck here, being stuck in quarantine and all of that has really made me appreciative of some of the things that I took for granted before and some of the things that I would like to do more in the future. So just taking a minute, some self-reflecting has really helped, you know, shift my mindset from the problem and more towards kind of the solution, not the exact solution to my current problem, but like the solution to my life and stuff like that. Just kind of gearing myself like all the stuff that I've achieved in the past and all the stuff that I want to achieve in the future. So number 9 is take a shower or bath. For me, I am one of the biggest water signs you will ever meet in your life. I'm like a double Cancer, Pisces, Moon, all of this watery sign-ness. So for me, going to the beach, going to the pool, stuff like that have been at the top of my list always of things that I enjoy, things that relax me. But as those are 2 things that I can't currently do, I have been turning to showers and baths a lot for when I am really down in the dumps and really feel like everything is just bleak and miserable. I feel like I visualize in the shower that the water is just kind of like washing all of the negativity off of me, washing all of my worries away. I know that sounds like super hippy dippy, but I don't care. That's who I am at my core. So take it or leave it. It's really helped me out. If I'm like really in a funk, that's what I do. You know, that is the one thing that I turn to and almost always helps me in some capacity. It's not going to fix all of the problems in the world, obviously, but for me, that is my moment to just kind of seclude myself, take a moment, really like relax. And honestly, showers to me and baths to me have been a really great source of like a meditative state for me because I don't know, I just feel so calm and serene in the shower that it really helps melt away the stress and the anxiety that I feel inside me. Other people feel the exact same way about like long distance running and stuff like that. So you just kind of have to play around and find that thing for you. Possibly it could be taking a shower or bath. Last last but not least, number 10, having a dance party by myself. So I kind of discovered this within the last week and a half, and how much it really, really helps me come out of my funk. So the other night I had been filling out this really stressful application, and I left it up on my computer to go eat dinner, and when I came back I had been completely logged out and I had lost everything in the system, and the system was down until like the next morning. And that had been like the 4th or 5th time that I had tried to fill out all of that application. I crashed. Like, full reboot, I crashed. And I was like, I'm going to bed. It was like 7 p.m. I went to bed and I started sobbing. And luckily, Ben kind of helped me out and figured some stuff out. And I was really sitting there and I was like, I'm not tired. I'm just so upset in this moment that I feel the need to just deflate, go to sleep, maybe tomorrow will be a better day, which sometimes that works. But I really decided to get up again and get some water, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna dance. And so I turned on, for me lately, it's been the new All Time Low album. It could not have come at a better freaking time, but that new All Time Low album is amazing. And also the new song that 21 Pilots released, Level of Concern, those two together, I just started like thrashing around my apartment, like just jumping up and down and swirling and all of this nonsense. I am literally just moving to the beat of the song, singing them out as loud as I can. Sorry to my apartment neighbors and stuff like that, and the downstairs neighbors probably, because I was like jumping around. But like, that movement, kind of going back to the exercise, but that specifically has been able to draw me out of some extreme funks in the last few days where I just feel completely helpless. Dancing around, having your own party to yourself has been amazing. Ben got in on one the other day, which was kind of fun to just dance around and thrash about with him, but it's a great way to move yourself out of your mind and into your body. I highly, highly recommend having a dance party with yourself to boost your mood, to boost your spirit. I think it will help. I can't promise anything, but I really, really think it will help. So there you have it. Those are the 10 things that I've been doing in the last month to not only keep myself sane, but in a more positive mindset. But I also really, really want to take a minute to note that it is completely, totally, 100% okay if you're not completely okay right now. If you're not completely positive right now, that is okay. I think it is important for us to always acknowledge and honor our feelings, the good and the bad, and just make sure that we don't lose ourselves in all of this. Also, it is important to note that this video was just a video about the things that I've been doing to keep sane or keep myself in a more positive spirit. If you guys would like a video more about the things that you can do to fill your days, to fill your time during quarantine, please let me know. I would be more than happy to make that video, but these were just the things that I've been doing to help myself whenever I feel like I'm slipping into a little bit of a funk. Okay, my little sparrows, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found some use in it, or something that would be of help to you that you can utilize in your day-to-day lives. Definitely leave me a comment down below telling me some of the ways that you have been staying sane throughout all of this. Maybe it will help someone else down in the comments, or even myself, because I would love to know how you guys are keeping positive, keeping sane through all of this. And please know that if you are having a hard time, please know that I am here for you. I'm sure a lot of the community down below is here for you as well, so please make sure that you reach out if you need to. And of course, as always, if you did enjoy today's video, please, please, please consider giving it a big thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button if you're not already. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday, sometimes Mondays, and you do not want to miss out on a single video. I promise you that. Okay, my little sparrows, I love you guys so, so, so much. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye!